Welcome to my energy home audit project. My name is Nathan Recktenwald, and let's get started. Background and energy context for a house. I'm in a single family home currently located in Illinois. There are three other members of the house. The house is about 30 years old. Um, so a lot of the appliances and systems are a lot older within the house, and most of the renovations have been done by my dad. I found this little pie chart at directenergy.com, and it kind of breaks down that heating and water heating were the largest categories, 14 and 46% respectively. The appliances were 13%, lighting was about 9, TV and media 4, and the other category, just other electronics, was at 14%. A little bit more context. The average monthly amount of electricity used in a single family home in Illinois is 697.8 kilowatt hours, and that comes out to about $88.67 per month in electricity bill. For further context, I wasn't able to measure my fridge, microwave, water heater, or heating or cooling system because all of those plugs are behind walls that I can't access with my water meter. Due to this, I expect my audit to vary significantly to the research that I found. These are the devices that I measured with accompanying photos with my ID, so you know that I took the photos. My air freshener, I measured air freshener, electric clock, monitor, phone charger, Xbox light bulb, coffee maker, and toaster, with the Xbox being my variable measure and my light bulb being my light requirement. Moving on to the wattage comparison, for the Xbox, since it was variable, it was only measured, I recorded it, the hourly average to be about 21.45, much less than the watts on research. My electric clock is a lot larger and more obnoxious than most, so its watts recorded a lot more than the average electric clock. And the coffee maker, a little bit more than the watts on that I researched. The light was a little less because I did a 60-watt light bulb. My air freshener was less, which is nice. Monitor was a lot less, a very eco-friendly monitor. Phone charger was a little bit above the average. My toaster was uh, roughly the same, a little bit below. My daily log here, you can see all my hours recorded. My Xbox is variable, so I don't have the data. My electric clock and my air freshener are 24 hours because they're always on. And the other devices on here were all measured with my family using a post-it note to keep a log of when they used it. Here are my calculations. The watts on and watts off are measured using my wattometer. Hours per day on and hours per day off are coming from the daily log that I showed on the previous slide. So to calculate the watt hours per day on and the watt hours per day off, you would simply multiply the watts off times the hours per day off and the watts on times the hours per day on. To get the watt hour per day total, you simply add the watt hours per day on and the watt hours per day off. To get the kilowatt hour day total, you would divide the watt hour day total by 1,000. To get the kilowatt hour per month total, you would, I did a 30-day average, so I would multiply my kilowatt hours per day times 30. And for my constant appliances, that came out to about 66.93 kilowatt hours per month. Moving on to my variable appliances, the kilowatt hours total came from my wattometer measured device. Total hours was from my total hours that I had at measuring, which was 24. And my watts average, you would take your kilowatt hours, multiply by 1,000, and then divide by the total hours, which came out to 21.45 for the Xbox. Watt hours per day, I would take my watts average and multiply by 1 day, which is 24 hours. And then my kilowatt hours per day, I would divide that by 1,000 and then again multiply by 30 for a 30-day average. And that came out to about 15.45 kilowatt hours per month. Adding both my constant appliance, my variable appliance, my combined total was 82.38 kilowatt hours per month. Comparisons. So my toaster and coffee maker was about 14.8% of my monthly total compared to data that I showed earlier was about 15%. So that's pretty similar. TV and media, my Xbox monitor was 29.68%, a lot more than the data, which was at 4%. Other measured electronics were at 56.04%, whereas the other category was 14%, which was a lot more than I wanted. Uh, the lighting was about 11.6% to 9, so pretty similar. And again, the reason for the large discrepancy is I couldn't measure my water heating, cooling system, and other appliances. Overall, I think our household was fairly good with limiting our electricity. Non-electric air freshener could save me 9 kilowatt hours per month, about 10.92% of monthly electricity. I could turn my Xbox into eco-friendly mode, which would not drop power when it was off, and then turn my monitor onto eco-friendly mode as well, saving about 8.2 watts when it's off. Total of 164.41 per day, 4.93 per month, which is about 5.98% of my measured total household. So that's a lot of savings there. And then these are the references that I use, and thank you for listening to my project.